There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. So I look for the best and am prepared for the opposite. In a word, if there is a God, all is well, and if chance rules, do not also be governed by it. Be content with what you are and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. Receive wealth or prosperity without arrogance, and be ready to let it go. Is any man afraid of change? What can take place without change? What then is more pleasing or more suitable to the universal nature? And can you take a hot bath unless the wood for the fire undergoes a change? And can you be nourished unless the food undergoes a change? And can anything else that is useful be accomplished without change? Do you not see then that for yourself also to change is just the same and equally necessary for the universal nature? Receive without pride, let go without attachment. When you have assumed these names, good, modest, truthful, rational, a man of equanimity and magnanimous, take care that you do not change these names, and if you should lose them, quickly return to them. A man, when he has done a good act, does not call out for others to come and see, but he goes on to another act, as a vine goes on to produce again the grapes in season. For God's sake, stop honoring externals. Quit turning yourself into the tool of mere matter, or of people who can supply you or deny you those material things. Almost nothing material is needed for a happy life, for he who has understood existence. Do not be perturbed, for all things are according to the nature of the universal, and in a little time you will be nobody and nowhere. Objective judgment now, at this very moment. Unselfish action now, at this very moment. Willing acceptance now, at this very moment, of all external events. That's all you need. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. True good fortune is what you make for yourself. Good fortune, good character, good intentions, good actions. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. The second step, concentrate on what you have to do. Fix your eyes on it. Remind yourself that your task is to be a good human being. Remind yourself what nature demands of people. Then do it without hesitation and speak the truth as you see it, but with kindness, with humility, without hypocrisy. It is not death that a man should fear, but he. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Confine yourself to the present. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. You can commit injustice by doing nothing. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. The first step, don't be anxious. Nature controls it all. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinions of himself than on the opinions of others. Consider that before long you will be nobody and nowhere. Nor will any of the things exist that you now see, nor any of those who are now living. For all things are formed by nature to change and be turned and to perish, in order that other things in continuous succession may exist. Treat whatever happens as wholly natural, not novel or hard to deal with, but familiar and easily handled. The flourishing life cannot be achieved until we moderate our desires and see how superficial and fleeting they are. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When your thoughts, words, and deeds form a seamless fabric, you streamline your efforts and thus eliminate worry and dread. It's time to stop being vague. If you wish to be an extraordinary person, if you wish to be wise, then you should explicitly identify the kind of person you aspire to become. Let silence be your general rule, or say only what is necessary and in few words. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. If you seek truth, you will not seek to gain a victory by every possible means. And when you have found truth, you need not fear being defeated. Whoever does not regard what he has as most ample wealth is unhappy, though he be master of the world. No man is free who is not master of him, should fear never beginning to live. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You can commit injustice by doing nothing. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Consider that before long you will be nobody and nowhere, nor will any of the things exist that you now see, nor any of those who are now living. For all things are formed by nature to change and be turned and to perish, in order that other things in continuous succession may exist. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them.